Morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. My name is April. This is the Frugal Planner channel, and if this is your first time here, welcome. If this is a return trip for you, welcome back. Today I am going through some of my notebooks that I just have laying about, and I found this one. Originally, what I had planned for this one was to be an all-in-one notebook, all-in-one planner, if you will. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections already tabbed out of it. So if you are looking at buying a new planner because it is the month of July, but you're not quite sure what you want, I would challenge you or welcome you to grab a notebook and start putting in what you need from a planner. So if I were to separate this out, again, there's five tabs. I would do meal planning, maybe not in this order. Meal planning for a section. I would do, I wish the paper was that color, don't you? I think that would be pretty. Have colored paper in the sections. I would have like household and daily chores. Then, love that purple. I would do like my daily personal. This one I already started with my media each week, what I would need to do for social media and for the YouTube channels. But if you didn't have that, let's say you have kids or grandkids schedules that you need to keep track of, you could totally do that in this tab. And then the last tab, you could do journaling, or you could do something completely different. Anyway, as I've been thinking about minimizing and putting things all in one, I really like this idea. The other idea I had, because it's split up, is doing 5 months worth of journaling. So I don't know about you, but I get overwhelmed when there's a book that's blank that I need to fill up with journaling. I love writing. I love journaling. But that pressure of having to fill up a section really stresses me out. Like, fill up a book, really stresses me out. So a section like this could be the month of July. And you write for the month of July. You fill up these pages here, right? And then you go to August and you fill up August pages. Love that. September, October, and then finally November. And then at the end of November, you have a notebook that is beautifully filled with all of your thoughts, and it's ready to go. I got this notebook at Walmart. It's a pen and gear. It's very affordable. Another thing you could do is use this for just a daily checklist. Ignore all the tabs and just go through. Use it as a daily checklist, or you could use it as a daily planner. There's just so many things that we could use these blank, ready to go, tabbed notebooks for. Let's say you are in a book club. Let's say this is your first book that you're going to be reading for the book club. All of these pages you could use as notes about the book as you're reading it, and maybe some questions, maybe some notes at book club, something that you can flip back to and say, oh yeah, I read that book back in, July of 2025. These are my thoughts on it. I really, really enjoyed that book. Or if you're like me and you have books on your bookshelf that you haven't read yet, you can challenge yourself and say, okay, this is the book I'm going to pick for the month of July, or I'm going to read 2 books in the month of July. And then that is your month of July book notes. And then you move on and you can do the same thing. There's just so many different ideas. And I know as I'm saying some of this, you guys are like, oh, I think I could use it for X, Y, and Z. It could be a recipe book. You could pick recipes that you're going to make in the month of July, and you could write them down. You could separate them out by breakfast ideas, lunch, dinner, dessert, and maybe entertaining. Like if you do charcuterie boards or chocolate dip pretzels, or, those really fun recipes that really are for certain events, or, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the holiday planning. I know there's some things that we make for Thanksgiving that we don't make any other time of the year. So those could be like your special recipes, your specialty recipes. And then you have a book of everything together that is really, really nice and giftable if you wanted to hand it down, or if you wanted to, present it to someone for their birthday or a wedding, or, something. I always think those handmade gifts are the very, very best. And if somebody gave me a book filled with their family recipes, oh my gosh, I would cherish it forever and ever and ever. Another thing I'll mention, I know we're in a digital age where, typing out something is oftentimes less time consuming than writing it out. I think the art of writing is getting lost, and I challenge myself to write things down rather than type it in my phone or type it in the computer. I type much faster than I write. However, someday I know I won't be here. So having something written in my penmanship is going to mean a lot to, my children, my grandchildren, generations to come. I know this because when my own grandma passed away, the only thing I wanted of hers was her address book, which sounds so silly, but it had her penmanship in it. Like, it was her writing, and it was messy and crossed out because people moved, and she wrote their new addresses, kind of over here, over here. I love that I have that from her. So when you're thinking of ways to use your notebooks, think outside the box. And remember, you may not love your penmanship, you may not love your handwriting, but I guarantee you, someone that knows you absolutely thinks it's beautiful. So never be afraid to write something out, or to, make something of these books and gift them to your loved ones. They will absolutely appreciate them. Again, let me know down below, as I was giving you ideas, what kind of ideas popped into your head. Let's brainstorm together. Let's share our ideas to use up these notebooks that we have purchased because they were on sale, or we fell in love with the idea of them, but then we didn't fill them. Let's fill our notebooks this year. That's the challenge. The 2025 second half of the year, let's fill our notebook challenge. I hope you have an amazing day. I love you. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing your ideas in the comments. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.